Alright, we are back once again with more Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Finally through with those Dalton brothers. Big showdown with 2 enemies this time.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the 3 of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Looks like things are getting serious now. Even the chapter title card thingy knows it. Starting to look actually shaping up a lot like a real classic. Smashing start before the level was loaded. Well, hey, the level's loaded. No dishonor here.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy, they were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer. I figured the Wild Bunch would likely hit such a treasure, and by God, I figured right.
Oh, wow.
They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop.
Well, I guess it worked.
Well, I assumed the Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above, so I had no choice but to make my way up through the passenger cars dangling down.
It's like Uncharted.
I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Can I just... No, I can't climb that. Huh. So we're not with the Pinkertons, which, actually, I think they're still in operation. Okay, good thing I did. What's up and around here, or is this the way forward? Ooh. Quick shooter or sawn-off. I'll try the sawn-off rifle again. Kind of burned me last time. It's not as accurate, but
I found the device they used to blow the tracks, so I knew I was headed in the right direction.
okay, so if this is the right way, I'll just double back and make sure I didn't miss any little secrets hiding in a corner here. Okay, there's not very much corner to hide in, but still. Due diligence and all that.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that bridge. What'd you say? I can't hear a goddamn thing.
Okay, good.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them.
No, it is not a
I had to negotiate an even more precarious route.
Ooh. Level up, level up, level up. Let me get the Ranger thing, because I'll go for that inlaid 6-shooter. Oh, I just get it. Awesome. I don't actually have to equip it, which means, yep, got me the inlaid 6-shooters. Ooh, time to try them out.
But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
Seems pretty damn good. You get that mash prompt when you reload. Yeah, that's
from
cool.
the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past the whole
keeping my
class of
inlays.
desperados.
Oh yeah, it's much quicker.
Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my
Now you're really pissing me off!
I see him.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Jesus. So, one miss. I got one shot for that one. Let's run back through these guys. Let's try this again. Get loaded and hit this guy. There. Keep rolling through. Check the corners. Keep moving on through. Looks like we're gonna be clever with wherever they had the secrets.
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death.
I just cannot go back
Odds
inside.
were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
Anything back? Okay, I'll check that after.
Those are my friends you killed.
Now you can join them. Okay. That's how I want to play it. There's nothing in here. At all. Fine. Oop. Since I've got my 6-shooters, I'll take the shotgun back.
You just met your...
Apparently not. Guess we're disembarking.
At times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
Man, I hate it when they do that. That should be just about it for the train, I guess. Ooh, there we go. Get back off this thing. I don't trust it anymore. Not after I blew it up. But I might not have a choice. Nope, no choice.
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
We're not gonna do that now, are we? Really? Just because he mentioned it? Looks like everyone's here.
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by my lonesome. As usual.
We're not even doing that. That's funny.
What the hell is that? He's killing everybody.
Yeah, because everybody's shooting back. Sometimes before I even have a chance to start shooting.
I'm gonna cut you in two. I'm sticking.
Yeah, something at that. You guys can't even get over to me. A nugget, huh? Let's see. Could it be like... Could it be hiding around in the corners here or something? Okay, no. So it's inside somewhere. There it is.
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they?
Ooh, Gatling gun again. Yeah.
Only a few stragglers were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail.
Probably shouldn't have left the Gatling gun lying around for me, but hey. I'm not complaining. Like if you want to live. I think that's all of them. Nope.
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nosed Curry.
Who was he?
So much for the train.
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry. And maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
So not that quick. Hopefully. Both of us. Alright, got to do that again. The fastest draw I can get on this guy. Getting the aim is reasonable. Is that money? Oh yeah, from the train. And this time we got away with it too. Alright. Didn't do as good as this time. No, last time didn't do as good as the first time, yeah. So let's see if we can't get this going this time. There we go.
On that very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America. They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
George Curry and the train are both gone now, so we'll continue our pursuit of Roscoe Bob in the next part. Leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you in the next part.